Hey everybody, happy Friday. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. I can't tell you how excited I am to be showing you this little impromptu trunk show that we came up with for today. It's been years in the making, but suddenly it's here today because we got a lot of products from a guy who I'm absolutely in love with, and we're going to give you the chance to get it this weekend. So it starts today, Friday, and will be done by Monday. So shop online or in store today or Saturday. Okay, so Edward Lawrence, he's a kindred spirit. He is an old soul living out in California, making work called Fosilart. And he is using pieces that are found in St. Lawrence Island in Alaska. So this right here, what you're looking at, this is a large piece of nephrite on top, which is a type of jade. And underneath it, you're looking at a fossilized walrus bone or a piece from a tusk. Their tusk can be the size of your arm. So this is like at least 1,000 years old. I find that just amazing and fascinating. And Edward does all of this wonderful architectural designs. It's done in Bali. He does the designing in California, and then it's created for him in Bali. So you can really see that influence of Alaska meets Bali via California. You can just totally feel the vibe of this guy. It's something real and something really cool and something that you don't find every day. When you can find an artist who's really producing work that just speaks to you, and it speaks to me, obviously. So look here, he's inlaid some turquoise, done some beautiful, interesting silver work, all on a thin piece of a fossil. And look at this. He signs and numbers his pieces. So like artwork, they are all one of a kind. He's using real stones, of course, in the neck, also stones that have been made out of the fossil, so the look continues. And you can just see some of his originality here. So look at this, is a one-of-a-kind piece. They all are. So fossil meets amber, which is like 35 million years old, set in silver, made in Indonesia. I mean, I just love every aspect of it. He gives you a nice, generous length of 18 to 20 inches. Most of them are about 20 inches. And we have all of that written up in our descriptions. Here's one where he's actually etched onto the surface of the fossil. Now, if you really love rugged, this you can see is like a root of a tusk. I mean, that's fascinating to me that it laid in the earth somewhere in Alaska for 1,000 years and then came into being. So the people of that island, the Yuki, I think I'm saying that right, people, there's not wood or stone there really for making household objects, pieces of, things that normal cultures would be using in their lives. But there is walrus and there is walrus bone. I mean, everything from jewelry to spears to buckets, everything was made out of this. So the island has this history. It is also part of the land bridge. Like, it's closer to Russia than it is to like Maine, Alaska. So imagine what it would be like to live up there and hunt seal and wear seal and, carry around in your pocket something that would help you start a fire. I mean, this is an artifact right here. And I find it just fascinating that you could even buy something like this to wear, this piece of history that I feel like should be in a museum, but is definitely got the hole embedded there from when the person had the stick in there and made fire. Yeah, I just find that amazing. Over here too, seriously, these are teeth, like teeth strung on carnelian. So this is actually the root that was up in the skull, I guess, and then this part is the nub of the tooth, and you can see that when you look at it up close. And I think layering it here with the amber and some carnelian and some jasper pieces that he's done is just really great look. I like to wear 3 to 5 of these pieces at one time, and I think that you can layer it, but obviously they're strong enough to just do on their own if you like. He also does really gorgeous earrings. So I'm going to come in here so you can see they all have movement to them. Beautiful silver settings. They're about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. The dimensions are in the descriptions. So fossil, turquoise, and then this beautiful silver setting. They're really well priced, and then a handmade ear wire. And I'll just show you a couple I have sitting here too. Look at that one. So it's got some moving parts. They look great back to the collection. And that one's got a little bit more brown to it. And you can see how good they look with the pieces he's created. So I get really excited when I find a person like this. In fact, I saw his work a couple of years ago at a gem show in Raleigh. There was a table there and they had like a couple of pieces of it. So they had obviously seen him in Tucson and bought some of his work, and I thought, this is the real deal. This, when you see, the real deal. And so I had kind of started following him back then, and just, sending out messages that never got replied to. And then one day out of the blue, he texted me back. And so I just felt like, well, the time is right. And I talked to him via FaceTime and learned about his life and how he had lived in Indonesia and made moccasins back in the 70s. And in looking for really interesting little buttons for the moccasins, he came across these fossilized walrus pieces that were made into buttons. And that is when his journey with all of this began. So you can see it has evolved into a really gorgeously thought out and well executed collection. And the fact that here we are a couple years later getting to show it to you, it just makes me so excited and happy. I feel very breathy today just thinking about it. So I'll just finish up with showing you the pieces that I'm wearing. This one I think is really special. I do have it pulled back a little bit. This is the one that looks like an evil eye, like a protective eye. I love that. And then this, seriously, it's like what pearls would do as far as, lighting against the face, but it's all cream ivory, fossilized ivory. So, over 1,000 years old. And then this really rustic piece. So this one has, just absorbed different minerals and made it darker. I just find that fascinating. And then I have one more. Oh, this one, a good dark one in a short turquoise. So this could be the point of a bone, or which could have been used as a spear. Who knows? They have stories to them. And honestly, I hope we can convey that via this video and also the online photographs that I think look really good. Come in and see it yourself, either this afternoon or tomorrow. You can come and touch it in person. But trust me when I say this is the real deal. This is, authentic artistry that has come from animal to artifact to an artist and made into an amulet to come to you. And I just think that's a beautiful and rare thing. Just touches me. So if you have questions about lengths or anything else, call or text and let us know. We're happy to ship one of these beautiful pieces out to you. So have a great weekend. Happy shopping.